Hi, this is Xantoné Blacq with Yamaha UK and Yamaha Music Europe. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm here to talk and have some fun with the reface keyboards from Yamaha. For some of you guys who are not familiar with the reface, I can tell you there are 4 refaces that have been created, and they're modern versions of classic Yamaha keyboards, as well as some other keyboard sounds that have been manufactured by some other manufacturers, some great keyboards which have basically been central to music making in the last, I don't know, let's say 60 years, half a century. So what can I tell you to start off with? Well, the refaces are all mini keyboards, and they're all 3 octaves. When I say mini, they're mini in the sense that they are small, they're extremely portable. You can take them anywhere, play them, all over the place. They have inbuilt speakers, so it means that you can have fun in the park. I mean, I think keyboard players have always been kind of a bit jealous of guitarists, because you pick up an acoustic guitar and you can carry this anywhere and go and play and have fun in the park or whatever. Well, us keyboard players are now liberated as well, and we have the opportunity to go and play. So the 2 in particular, which I'm going to focus on today, are the Reface YC and the Reface CP. The YC, of course, is the organ version of the Reface series, and the CP is the keyboard version of the Reface series. So starting off with the YC, right, I think the best way to do this is to start off with how do you make sound, and then how do you modulate or change the sound afterwards. So I'll start off with the YC. And if you look at the YC here, what we've got is a keyboard that has 5 different classic organ models. So we've got the classic tone wheel American organ, like this, for example. So I'll pull the drawbars down. We've got 9 drawbars, so we've got lots of opportunities to change our sound and shape our sound. And I'm going to start off playing from the warm end of the drawbars. I'm going to start off here. And already, I mean, like, this is an organ, but you've got so much meat at the bottom. And I've got this distortion overdrive thing here. So if I go like this, for example. Now this is the classic American one, just using the bass end for now. I'm gonna go through all the different models, and you can hear the differences in the sounds. So here we go. Next, Italian classic Transistor. So more bars, more presence. Now let's go to the Italian classics, all right? The last one was a British. Now the Japanese Transistor. And the classic YC. So you can already start hearing the different things, like the classic American is a warmer sound. When you go to the British one, it's a slightly buzzier sound. When you go to the Italian one, it's even buzzier. That's just using the models alone. Now, if I go and I start playing chords now, so we've been playing the bottom end, we can play bass. I will now just set my drawbars. I'll go back, in this case, to the American sound in this case. So if I do, for example, okay, let's go to, there's a very simple, right, here we go. Okay, so simple thing, nice simple sound. Let's make it a little bit dirtier. So I've got some distortion here that I can add to it. A bit more. So you got like a little bit of dirt, in fact, a lot of dirt immediately. Okay, let's add a bit of movement to it. So simple thing, we've got the rotary speaker effect here. And because the keyboard is so small, one of the things you have when you're playing organ is that you've got the thing where you're reaching over. And of course, you learn this skill and you get used to it. But in this case, you don't even have to do this. So if you're not an organist, like myself, where I don't play organ all the time, I can basically just do this guy here. You know, and I've got it. And you've got that overdrive going on, the distortion. If I go clean, so you've got like all ranges of sounds there, and that's just the slow one. Let's go fast. So, there we go, we've got that sound going on. Okay, let's say, for example, now I want to start going towards the brighter sound of things. So like a classic organ. Let's take the, so let's say I go, for example. So, you got this going on, let's add some drive to it. So you got that sound coming through, and this is just me messing around with the American organ. Now, next thing we've got here is even if I take out all the drawbars, and I've got no sound at all, we've got percussion, which is one of the classic sounds you get with a good organ. So, and you can choose how long you want the length of the percussion to be. And on top of that, you got two different types of percussion. So there's that. Okay, so if I now start playing some stuff and I bring these guys down. So you've got this kind of extra thing coming in there, which is, I think, is fabulous. And I haven't even shown you the top end here where we, you know, when you really put the brightness in as well. Let's see. There's the expression pedal, which you can plug in as well. So basically, you know, you can swell, you can do all the classic organ things that you'd like to do. So we got that going on this side. Oh, one final thing, which is reverb. So let me, for example, go to a slightly different sound. Let me go to the British transistor sound, for example. I take all this stuff out, and switching octaves is a very simple thing. It's got MIDI, so if you want to play on a bigger keyboard and use that as a master, it's very easy to do this. So let's see. Okay, so maybe that's too high. Let's bring some, actually, let's bring all this stuff in. Right. So if you've basically got like great control on your sound. So you can shape your sound, and it's a great thing. Now moving over rapidly to the CP. Let's see. Right, so I'll sing a little something. You can get a feeling. I know anything's possible can hear it already. I mean, like, it's amazing that something this small and this light can have this kind of touch. In fact, let me go to the brighter one. And in the same time, you can do warmer. Let me go for the warmer, brighter. You know, so if you're looking, depending on what you're after, if you're looking for something that's going to really cut through the mix, you go for the brighter, pingier sound. If you're looking for something that's going to sit and just pad, you go for the warmer sound. So in this case here, we've got 6 different keyboard types, classic keyboard types. We've got the Octave Slider, which is very easy, again, like to move around and see what you're doing. I mean, a trick that someone showed me today, and I think it's actually a cooler thing in a way to do on something like the Reface CS, is like you take you play an arpeggio, for example. Thanks, Nate. This one's from you, man. And you're just playing the same arpeggio in the same part of the keyboard, but you're just moving the slider. So if I now put, for example, some, let's say, some delay on there. And I start messing around with the delay. So basically, you've got a lot of sound design possibilities you've got in front of you. So let's look at the sounds we've got, just clean. So we start off with like a nice, as I say. Take it down. Right, warm electric piano, brighter electric piano. Classic 60s piano. I think this sound, I mean, Yamaha is just really, this sound is really nailed. That's just clean. Something like this. Let me take the octave up on this. So if I go. So you got that kind of sound going on. You've got this guy here. That thing going on. And you've got, of course, the classic, that's the toy piano we've got now, the classic CPs. So like the CP80, CP70, which is part of the Yamaha legacy. So let me take this down. So we've got this. On top of this, you have the expression pedal on the YC. On the CP, you've got the sustain pedal. So you've got half damping effects. It's great. It's got everything you need as a pianist. And again, it has MIDI, so you can easily connect via USB or connect via the standard MIDI cable and be able to trigger the sounds from here via a master keyboard. The beautiful thing about this, I've toured with these myself and easily been able to carry 2 of these reface keyboards on as my my hand luggage on a plane. So you can have a really quality sound. You can ensure that when you go to whichever country it is you're going to, that you have the sounds that you know and you're going to have a great time when you're playing. So I'll just quickly add some effects to some of these key sounds here, some of the classic effects you'd have, just so you can hear that as well. Now, if you listen to this sound here, this is the warm electric piano, Rhodes, basically. And it's got, if you were to listen to this in headphones, what you'll get is the stereo travel that happens with the Rhodes, which is brilliant. So, sitting by my window, I keep asking. You know, it's there. The sound is there. If I go to the bright one, same thing. But let's go. Actually, this time, let's go to a phaser with it. So you can hear, like, let's even get deeper with a phaser. Yeah, let's see. So lots of, again, like even with the effect on, you still got the whole thing of bite. So, okay, let's move on to the next sound. I'm gonna go, okay, to here. And I'm gonna, in this case now, put the wah on. Okay, let's take that off. Deeper. Close it up, close it up. And what I love about it is there are no screens. So like everything you're looking for is here in front of you. You can touch it and modify it as you're going along. So easy enough. So anyway, there we go. If I go now to the tremolo on this, which is the classic sound for this one. So you got that kind of bite going on. I haven't even put the drive yet, the overdrive, so let's go. So anyway, there we go. We got that sound going on there. And if I move along, okay, so this guy here, we put a wah on this guy. And let's take it up an octave. Kind of funky. So, and add a little bit of drive. Etc., etc. So you got these kind of things you can mess around with. Now I'm just gonna like just create some textures for a minute, and I'm gonna go nuts and go reverb, delay, the whole lot, and let's just see what happens. Okay. When you take the digital delay, right to the top, you get a looper basically. This is with a toy piano. Okay, change sound. Change octave. So with just these small little keyboards, you can create a world of sound, and that's just two of them. There are two others, like the FM synthesis is nuts, and the CS is amazing. So thank you very much for your time. My name is Xantoné Blacq. Please check them out. There is a rack of them over there. Check out the CP, the YC, the CS, and the DX, the Reface series from Yamaha. Thank you very much.